Sunday, so it's a public holiday. Tomorrow is Freedom Day, is another public holiday. So many Maltese people took it off. Some even didn't work on Thursday and Friday to have a very long weekend. So yes, there's a holiday in the air. So people love to go out. We Maltese. I just heard, in fact, a survey that it seems that the Maltese love to eat outside. You know, they love to. Okay, so we're a big group. I'm trying to talk as loudly as possible. However, so those who want to hear, so basically, when the Knights of St. John came to this island, not really wanting to, they put their bellies right where the superheroes are. They said it was mine. And this Saturday, very good. Now, if you look closely at the tip, right behind the super yachts, there is a fort. During the war, they used to call it HMS St. Angelo. HMS St. Angelo. Very large. So, over there was just one tower, and the surrounding village is Borgo del Castello. So basically, the suburb of the village. From there came the name Virgo. When the knights came here, these were noble people, second or third born of very powerful families in Europe. So they had money. So that meant they could offer a lot of work. So people flooded into Virgo. But they wanted to be, kept to themselves. So where would the people be? So the people set up another city, which is the city of Isla, the other tongue of land. So this is Virgo, that is Isla, and by time, just in the middle, just behind, basically where you see that the ship over there, the white ship, that is Formula. They are very small cities, one in each other. So we read about the three cities of Malta. These are the three of them. Now the Great Siege was fought. From here, it was written that the sea turned red because of the blood that was shed. Many people died. But after the Great Siege, as I said, the Grand Master got enough funds to build Valletta. Valletta is what you see in front of us. So basically, there are these tongues of land, and the Valletta is horizontal on the other side of the harbor. And that is where your cruise ship is, your cruise boat. I'm surprised you can't be seen, but it's more to the left. It's a bit hidden behind Isla. Now, as well, you can see a mix of architecture dating from the 16th century.
So this kind of reminds me of Dubrovnik because it's like walled, and I like that kind of thing. It's the walled bit I like it, the old town. Fantastic, isn't it? And that's Neil from Tui. Oh yes, it reminds me of Dubrovnik. Get the viewpoint up here. Steps and get a viewpoint. Very slippery look. Won't be walking up here in flip-flops or pumps. And then we've got cannons just like when you on the walls in Dubrovnik, very similar stone as well. Oh yes, I like this kind of thing. Look at these cannons. coast of France. Let's go up here. Ooh.
Dinosaurs were already extinct when Malta started forming. However, it was formed, remember the ice age and the movement of the sea going up and down. Basically it was submerged, so sediment and marine animals would die, then the level of the sea would go down, creating pressure, and then once again, layer by layer, and we have this limestone. So basically we have 4 layers. The top and the bottom are coralline limestone, very hard limestone. The second layer from the top is a layer of clay. It holds water, but it does not exist all over the island. It only exists to the area of Mdina. When we go there, we will see there is much more agriculture. The third layer from the top is this, the globicerina limestone, this golden colored stone. Nice is basically when the sun is out, it glows, it gives a yellow glow to all the buildings. However, the disadvantage is that if you look at it, you can see it is it's very porous, so it crumbles. It is very strong, mind you, it is very strong to build on. So even with today's, basically it can take up to 10 stories you can build, but bit by bit, because it is porous, when it rains, the rain seeps in, it dissolves the crystals inside, the salts inside, these crystallize and then starts cracking. So in the fortifications particularly, we're all the time changing the ones that are, getting weaker, let's say that. Now, another disadvantage is that it has been used for many years, basically since men came to the island, quarries. Not all land is good for quarrying, and besides you can't quarry all the whole island, so basically this stone is finishing now. In fact, in some modern areas, more touristic areas, when there are hotels and so on, we are encouraged to build with basically bricks, cement, as in other countries, but we have patches of land, because there's not much land. So basically, those who produce wine will rent out patches of land for farmers and then do a production of wine. If you can manage to have a sip of our wine, we have very good wine. In fact, we have won a number of international awards. Now, up ahead you can see 3 chimneys. Those belong to our power station, electrical power station, and on the right you can see a number of cranes. Those are of our free-port. So, 2 very important entities in Malta, 2 very important industries. The free-port, basically, we use our geographical area, so containers will stop here on their way to other countries. Basically, they stop here but not come inside the country, so it's like a stop for the container to go on with the trip. But yes, and in the meantime, up ahead, so we're going to see it again, is the electrical power station. It uses LNG gas. I remember when I was young, we had a power station that used coal. I remember these mountains of black coal, very close to where your ship is berthed. In fact, over there, do you remember them? The coal, the faham? I remember mountains and mountains pieces of coke. But anyway, now we have chigas, obviously, because for environment and so on. Now we produce through the power station and the use of solar panels. If you look carefully on the roofs, we have solar panels installed. We try and hide them as much as possible because they are an eyesore, but over here, yes, it is a good source. Around 10%.
Lots of boats here. Marshall's Lock. Even a Mr. Whippy ice cream van. View. Mr. Whippy ice cream van, look. It's like a British one. Market or something down there. Whew. Oh, it's the bogs. Toilets. What a surprise! Yeah. Ducks on the sea. Maltese cake.
Lisa.
It's quite a long market actually. It is a long market down there. I'll just stay in this bit. Something else I've noticed in Malta, if you notice on this car, there's a tax disc on it. In the UK we don't have them now. But, you still have to tax your car, but you don't have to display a tax disc, and they don't send you one either. But here, they still have to display them. So that's just something I noticed on a few of the cars. Because they drive on the same side of the road as England, on the left. But they've got a tax disc on the car. So we're heading back to the bus now to continue the tour. So we've just been down to that fishing village. So we're just carrying on now, doing another bit of the tour. So I've managed to upload some videos. Another plane coming in now. Here he is.